Hello everyone and welcome to ILR8 here for the Hungarian Grand Prix. So sorry for starting the stream late. Bit short notice I would be commentating. My name's Bagatti and I'm filling in for your usual commentator. But yep, so here we are. Hungary round 12 of the season and some interesting conditions. It's raining but they're on dries. So very interesting conditions, and there seems to be quite a few faster laps being set at the minute. And yeah, so some funny conditions. I'm not sure if the track's getting faster or slower, although it would indicate maybe the track's getting a bit faster due to all the fastest laps that are being set. But I'll just get the championship order up, and I'll tell you the standings. So currently the standings are Straw Blonde is in P1 in the championship with 133 points. In fact, wow, we have a three-way tie for the championship. I didn't know that coming into this. So we have a three-way tie between Straw Blonde, Sergeant Splinter and F1 Bazza. Currently second, third and fourth. So this race means a lot. And in P4, 18 points behind, we have Dexter, who is in P9 currently. And then we have MB Esma in P5, Camo Babbo, Murdoch, Jacko, LR Speedwood, Morris, Shabzen, Pro Upper, Monkey Meg, I'm not quite sure how to say that, Tudane, Crazy Flying Rob, Jess Gamer, Indecisive, B Glover, Mr. John, and Ferry _ Elias, or Elias, I'm not quite sure, who'll round out the grid, and the constructors. Let me just try and find those. I'm not actually too sure where they are. So, here we are. So the constructors at the minute is Alfa Romeo out front with 266 points, leading away by 93 points over Red Bull. So that's a very dominant lead for them. So I don't think we're going to have to focus too much on teams today, as there's a Red Bull spinning there, who is that Jacko, is on an outlap. So all the focus today will be on the Drivers' Championship, with that three-way tie, obviously. And looking at it, the form seems to be with Sergeant Splinter with a first, and third in the last three races. So Sergeant Splinter seems to have the momentum coming into this round, and obviously currently the top of the three at the top. Where is, I think, GG Gaming King? He's not on the tables, so he must be a new-ish driver. So I'm not really too sure. I don't really follow ILR8. So let's see what's going on track. Jacko starting his lap, and yep. And I have a few pointers. Jess says she's going to be looking for some points at Hungary. Obviously not doing too well in the championship. But yeah, she'll be looking for points here at Hungary. So Jacko, obviously the track looks pretty wet, not much grip available. It's going to be tiptoeing around. Morris has gone up to P3, I didn't actually see that, sorry, I've been a bit in a rush, so hopefully things can settle down for the race. And I wonder what conditions we have for the race. Let's see what tyres everyone's on. That should give us some indication. Everyone's on softs, so I think this could indicate maybe a wet race. I'm not sure though, because obviously the conditions. Jacko is that, gone up into P5, so Red Bull not doing too bad. Dexter's not on a lap, B Glover not on a lap, Shab's not on a lap, so nobody's on a lap at the minute. Mr. John might be, I'm not too sure. And yeah, in between the qualifying and the race, I'm gonna have to put my mic on mute. Sorry about that, but I need to finish my tea. So we have people probably starting their final laps. The rain doesn't seem to get any heavier, doesn't seem to get any lighter, so this should be an even playing field as there are yellow flags in sector 2. I'm not too sure. There's a bit of a cluster going on the turn 1 with Murdoch. We'll go back on board with Bazza though, because he seems to have just started lap. Let's get the telemetry up. Lap delta, sorry. Actually, yeah, let's keep the telemetry, see what ERS mode these people are using. And he's a 10th up. Oh, it's going to be an invalid though, so Bazza's lap not really fulfilling its potential. Dexter's running a bit wide. Ooh. There's Camera Baba getting a bit out of shape. So here come the front runners out the pits. Straw Blonde leaving it late. Gonna want to get out now. Obviously there is a glitch in the game where my timing isn't actually the correct one. And Straw Blonde is going to hope that that is what it is, because if this timing is correct, Straw Blonde is not going to be able to get a final lap in. And Straw Blonde has retired from the session, so no attempt of improvement from Straw Blonde. We have Sergeant Splinter out on track, and GG Gaming King as well on the mediums, so that could be a big factor. Let's see what has everyone got 5th at the minute. Bazza puts himself up to P2, so that lap mustn't have gotten. I thought that lap was invalid, so clearly not. There are some yellow flags in sector 2 and 3. Let's get this off. There we go. Morris is a second down at the minute. Let's come with the Sergeant Splinter. Going to be gunning for pole position. It's got momentum in the championship. Oh, a bit squirmy. That's pretty much going to be lap over. Yep, that is lap over. Is anybody on a good lap? Kama Babo has improved by 0.6. Shabs 1.2 seconds. Let's see what the gap is coming up. No. The yellow flags all over the place. GG Gaming King starting a mediums lap. I'm not really expecting this to be too good. I think the conditions maybe have just got a bit too wet. Look at that out of turn 1. No grip at all. Bazza is a 10th up. 3 tenths up. So, can Bazza get pole position for Red Bull? If not invalid, this is looking good for Bazza. Now what can Bazza do coming round the final corner? Is it going to be pole position? Might be. It is. It's going to be pole position for Bazza. Improves a 10th on GG Gaming King. GG Gaming King has backed off. Morris, 20,000th up. Needs to find a solid amount of time, and actually, maybe a P3 here for Morris 25. GG Gaming King has given up his attempts of pole position. Just a few more people to cross the line, but can we have a late pole lap from Morris into the final corner? Really searching for that grip. Now what is this like going to be? A 27.2 to beat, and it looks like it might actually be. Yes, it is. Incredible last sector from Morris 25. So, wow. Let's have a look at the other people yet to settle up, but no, that is qualifying over. Morris 25 coming in with a late lap to get pole position. Really, really good job. Let me check where Morris is in the championship. Morris is a 10th, so not really going to be in a title fight unless there can be a big comeback in the second half of the season. But out of the top 3, F1 Bazza is going to be starting at the front with Sergeant Splinter in P4 and Straw Blonde in P6. So a mixed up grid, at least from the championship tables. Obviously I don't know everyone's pace in this division, but the championship table isn't really showing us an accurate representation of the qualifying here at Hungary. Now I'm going to have to take a minute break to finish my tea, so In fact, I'll wait and see if it's raining for the race because everyone's on softs and I'm not 100% sure on strategy. I really should be soon have my race tonight in ILR1, but I'm not too sure. I think this mediums might be the way to go though, so I'm not sure. But the top 10 separated by 1.3 seconds, and at the back we have Proper and Crazy Fine Rob not able to set those laps that they needed to get themselves up the grid. Now, it'll be interesting if it is raining because that could spice things up. But nearly 2/10 for pole, considering Morris wasn't really looking on for it coming into the final sector. Very, very good lap from Morris. Nice, rain going to be falling here in Hungary. Nope, it is going to be dry. So, yep, a straight race to the line. So I'm going to take a minute break. I'll be back when these cars are coming round to the grid to start the Hungarian Grand Prix. So the cars going to be lining up. There comes the final car lining up onto the grid here in Hungary. I hope to get a better camera angle than this. We're not going to. It's going to give us a good shot of the lights. Where are the lights? Here we go. 1 red light, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. And it's going to be lights out, and away we go. And the car has not got off the line there at the back. Baz has had a good start. Oh, there's a bit of wing damage. Oh, big crash. Huge crash there at the back of the grid. And Baz is going to get into the lead. And GG Gaming King going to get up to second as well. But there's a bit of a battle going on behind. There's a huge crash there at the back. Monkey Meg already out the race. Jacko going for move on Dexter. But what a start there from Baz. The camera angle really wasn't in our favour. Wow, that was a huge crash. I'm not quite sure what happened. I just thought, oh, and that's GG Gaming King in the wall. Oh, and Jacko spun! The man joint first in the championship spun around. There's so much going on here. What is this? Jacko going to be all the way down to 14th. Action-packed first lap here at Hungary. There's going to be more yellow flags, and that's Jacko again. Going to be backwards. That's really not the start he wanted. Gunning for that first place in the championship. And I assume a virtual safety car, so... Wow. Yep, going to be a very busy pit lane. And Commando Vice, where did he start? Because everyone in the top 10 started on softs. So how many places has he made? He has made 8 places on the first lap. That is incredible from Commando Vice. 8 places on the first lap. Oh, I'm messing everything up here. There's too much going on. I can't keep up. Dexter making a move on Commando Vice, and they're inside each other a bit. There we go. Back to normal. And there's some more battling going on. Commando Vice and Dexter. I don't think they can see each other. Jacko got from bad to worse for him. 5 second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. There's more. Dexter is out of this race. Oh, that's a nasty place to crash. Oh, what is going on here today? So much action. So much carnage. Down to 18 drivers. And oh, how many cars was that at pit? Nearly a quarter of the... actually, a quarter of the grid has pit at the end of the first lap. But Commando Vice, incredible start. And Straw Blonde on the back of Indecisive. Oh, he runs a little bit wide. Still yellow flags in sector 2 for Dexter's car. Oh, he runs wide again. That's Indecisive. Gonna let Straw Blonde through. So the 2 championship rivals gonna be side by side near, well, not side by side, but next to each other on track. And Morris seems to have pace over Bazza. It's 5.10s, wow, really good pace from Morris. And this man, Jacko, he's going to have to work his way through the grid to try and get points. I'm not quite sure if the hards can go to the end from the end of lap 1, but we'll have to wait and see. Let's go on board with Morris, who seems to have really, really good pace. Bazza doesn't seem to get an exit, so, and obviously DRS is going to be enabled. Lap 3. All Morris needs to do is stick within that 1 second, and he's going to have a very good chance of overtaking into turn 1. So, the Racing Point versus the Red Bull, Mercedes, and there's more yellow flags. I'm going to leave it because I think there's an overtake for the lead about to happen. And Morris going to get the inside line, and it's going to be a pretty easy overtake for him. Now, let's have a look what's happened here. The other Racing Point, while one elevates himself into the lead, the other is in the wall, and it's really not good news for Tudan. And Jack are getting past Crazy Flying Rob for P16. But these two really extended that gap from Commando Vice. Commando Vice is on the mediums, so it is maybe to be expected. But Pro Oppa on the hards in P9. Very solid from him so far, considering he's on the hardest compound. Shabs on the back of... Ooh, what was going on there? Seems to be right on the back of Murdoch. Maybe Murdoch made a mistake, I'm not too sure, I didn't quite see it. But Pro Oppa now is going to be on the back of Shabs. There doesn't seem to be too much grip. The understeer seems to be pretty major here. Which could be quite telling if any ILR 2 or ILR 1 drivers are watching for tonight. I know I'll be gathering my information. F1 Bazza not really losing touch with Morris, although he has just dropped out of that 1 second window. More yellow flags, and it's Tudan again in the wall. He's going to promote Jacko up to 15th. Really not good for Tudan. Again, I'm not quite sure how to say that name. I'll just say it like that. If anyone does know in the chat, please tell me. And Camo Babbo setting the fastest lap, down in 13th place. Very good pace from him. And Pro Oppa's pace does seem very good on those hards. Obviously this race is going to come into his hands towards the end, so maybe a top 5 finish. Not too sure. In fact, the Shabs has left the session. So I'm not quite sure what's happened there. Maybe just a disconnect from Shabs, but this is gonna. Jess Games is gonna be promoted up into 10th. So that'll be good for her. She's gone in for points, she said before the race. And so far, or if she can get past Shabs, she will be doing just that, getting some points. And Sergeant Splinter 2/10 behind Commando Vice. The lag seems to be a bit bad. I'm not quite sure if that's me or... Ooh, there's a a racing point going slow there. Monkey Meg left the lobby, obviously taken out before the first corner. And this should be a good time to test the new patch. In the new patch, lapped cars are ghosted when you got to overtake them. And obviously with Tudan being a lapped car, it'd be interesting to hopefully try and catch a glimpse of that patch working. So Shabs with his disconnected AI car, and Jacko actually. Ooh, something's gone on there. Jacko very far off the track with battling Mr. John. Not too sure what's happened, but unfortunate for Jacko. He's going to try and get that overtake done another time. So Ferry Elias getting past Shabs' his AI car. He's just gonna be able to get past before Shabs joins back. Here she comes, gonna get the exit, and is gonna get past Shabs. And Shabs rejoins just after that. So, ooh, Murdoch. He's close to indecisive, but not close enough. Let's have a look if Jacko can get the move done on Mr. John into turn 1 this time round. 5/10 the gap. DRS going to be very powerful. Maybe not going to be close enough for a move into turn 1 this time round, but there are yellow flags in sector 2. So pod with this because I think there's going to be an overtake, and it's Pro Oppa. No! Oh, in the wall on the hards. Really, really good pace, but Pro Oppa is going to be out of the points. I'm probably going to have to pit for a new front wing, but Jacko, this Pro Oppa's spin could promote him up to 13th. But he seems to have very good pace, does Jacko. And we have our first pitters. F1 Bazza, very cautious into the pits. And Sergeant Splinter as well, I'm going to be following him in. The Red Bull might get held here. No. Anyone else going to pit? Murdoch is going to be pitting as well. So, where are these not going to come out in comparison to Jacko and all Murdoch's speeds? Here comes Bazza. Now, let's see. Is there going to be some traffic? Here's Ferry Elias, and gets out ahead, and that's going to separate him and Sergeant Splinter. Jess Games, not quite going to be able to get ahead of Sergeant Splinter. And GG Gaming King had that spin on the first lap at turn 4, that fast left-hander. So let's see if the undercut is going to work for Bazza. Can he try and potentially catch up to Morris through the undercut? But Commando Vice's tyres seem to have come into effect. He is flying right now compared to Morris. So I expecting Morris into the pits this lap, which is correct. He's going to pit. And there's yellow flags, actually. Oh, indecisive! Oh, no! Oh, let's hope everyone can avoid him. And I think Baz has been caught up in that. Oh! Oh, what is going on here tonight? GG Gaming King going around the outside of Just Games. But F1 Bazza, who was... Oh, he's got damage. Huge damage. That's not good for him, but Morris and Strawblonde into the pits. Here. So yeah, this could benefit Sergeant Splinter, and Baz is going to have to do another pit stop. Now, Sergeant Splinter, where is, yep, going to stay ahead of Strawblonde, the championship rival. And in fact, yep, Strawblonde is going to come out 2 or 3 cars behind. But let's have a look. Where is F1 Buzzer going to come out? Might even be near his teammate. There goes Pro Opper. Is that Jacko going to get past? Yep, he is. So Jacko up to 12th. A good recovery drive so far from him. But Sergeant Splinter on 1 lap old tyres. Going to want to get past Ferry alive pretty quickly. Ferry alive makes a little mistake. Could this open up an opportunity? Smart driving there from both parties. And Shabs is round. Rejoins track. Just avoiding Camo Babo. Just Games up in P6, but got a little bit of a train behind her at the minute. It's going to be a good exit for Strawblonde. Maybe going to go down the inside, but not quite. Obviously, with Sergeant Splinter is going to get past Ferry Elias. But going to have the DRS. I think there's going to be a re-overtake here for P3. Not quite. Excuse me. And Strawblonde, I think, managed to get past Just Games. I'm not quite sure. I was too busy trying to have a drink, but failing miserably. Camo Babo was close, but he's going to back off. So, yep. Interesting though, Jacko still, but as Pro Oppa got. No, I don't think he did get damage from that spin about 5 laps ago. GG Gaming King. Ooh! A bit of a risky move there, not being gentlemanly like Sergeant Splinter. He just wants to get that overtake done and hunt down the man in P3. Now it's going to be Strawblonde's turn to try and get a move done. Or Camo Babo, depends which one is going to be able to get the move done first. Coming on to the main straight, the best overtaking opportunity on this track. They say Hungary is the Monaco without walls. But the straight line speed of Just Games seems to be very good. And not going to be an opportunity for anyone to overtake on this lap. Although, Camo Babo seems to get a superior exit. Maybe a dive up the inside. No, going to be smart and back out of that. And Commander Vi is currently in the lead by 20 seconds. I'm not 100% sure on the pit stop times. Although, gets a very good exit. Going to have to back out of that as the room probably wasn't going to be left. Oh no. Oof. And Just Games knows when the fight's done and backs out. Very responsible driving from her. Thinking about her own race instead of battling with everyone else. As she could maybe have points on the cards. Strawblonde still pressure in the back. Ooh, that's a little bit of a mistake. Might be side by side into the 4th last corner. And yep, backing out there from Ferry. I think I'll call him that now. And GG Gaming King. He just have to pay to oversize the Splinter, so maybe Might try and overtake, although there might not be that much point because he's going to have to pit within the next 3 or 4 laps. Let's have a look what's going on with Jacko. Obviously recovering from the spin on about, was it lap 1 or lap 2? I can't quite remember, but recovering. Behind Pro Opera, who started on these hards. Let's have a look at fastest laps, because obviously the fastest lap point with the championship so close could be pretty crucial, but at the minute it's Camo Babo who has the fastest lap. Someone who's not really in the championship fight. Let's have a look at gap to leader, and I have a feeling the pit stop around here is about 22 or 23 seconds, so at the minute Commando Vice has a nice little gap to slot into between Morris and Sergeant Splinter. And yellow flags in sector 2. Or is it Jacko? Oh, I think it's Jacko. I think Jacko has had a little bit of an incident because he was only about 5 or 6 tenths behind Pro Offer now. It's 3 seconds. GG Gaming King actually pretty close to Sergeant Splinter. He can get the exit out the final corner, down the straight. Maybe we can see him move into turn 1. But I don't think we are going to. Although Camo, Dabo, gonna go get a move done on Ferry. Shrubs as well is going to be looking to work his way through the grid after disconnecting. About 10 laps to go, 5 laps to go. And GG Gaming King very close to Sergeant Splinter. Oh no, Ferry has spun. Oh, that's not good. It doesn't seem to be too much damage, but oh, he's overcooked it. And he's spun back around. His teammate has to take a bit of a void in action. And this car is in the wall. That was interesting. That's going to drop him down all the way to 14. It's really, really, really disappointing. But GG Gaming King is going to have DRS here. I don't think there's quite going to be a move available there. No, not quite. That gap at the lead has come down to 19.3 seconds. And I'm not 100% sure how long these mediums can actually go. I don't know if they could maybe do 20 laps. I haven't really done any practice. But if they can go 20 laps, then maybe Commander Vice could be pitting for a set of softs. But GG Gaming King still trying to get close enough to make a move on Sergeant Splinter. But not quite able to close that gap enough at the minute. Who is round? It's Murdoch. Murdoch makes a mistake. Doesn't seem to be any damage and not too much time lost. Maybe about 5 seconds. Although there was a bit of understeer through that corner, so maybe there is a bit of damage on that Ferrari car. Yeah, the car doesn't seem to be turning properly. Definitely seems to be damaged, which is not too bad considering there still was a pit stop to be. Oh, actually no, there wasn't. Murdoch was planning on going to the end, so that could be pretty awful for his race. But once again, this benefits Jacko, who is going to be searching to get points. Let's have a look. GG Gaming King still not quite close enough. Shabs maybe on Jess. All going to take a funny approach to making that overtake. That was maybe a bit impractical to go around the outside, but that was the line chosen. But Jacko has managed to regain his time after that spin and is now only half a second behind Pro Offer. And GG Gaming King loses quite a lot of time. Maybe it's a bit of a corner cut. Let's have a look. Did he get a warning for that? No, there seems to be no warnings for anybody, so I'm not, does this league run regular corner cutting? I'm not actually too sure. Obviously, as I said quite a few times, I don't follow this league. If someone, well, I like anyway. If someone, if anyone knows in the chat, can you let me know? Does this division run regular corner cutting? Jess not letting Chavs get away, which is good to see. And Jacko gonna probably be wanting to make a move on this lap. Continue his charge back through the field after a solid qualifying of about 5th, I believe. Gonna want to get a really good exit out of here. Take a nice wide line to benefit straight line speed. More yellow flags in sector 2. What has happened there? Ferry, no. Oh, Jacko making that move. Or maybe no contact. But is Jacko going to hold the inside line into turn 2? He is. Great camera view from the helicopter. And Jacko is going to manage to get himself back into the points. Well, at least a point at the minute. It's not strict, so I assume it is regular. So a good move there from Jacko. I love that helicopter cam, as there seems to be a corner cut going on from there from Murdoch. Jess really isn't letting Chaps go. Stuck with him for a few laps now. Maybe a re-overtake could be on the cards for the Toro Rosso driver. And GT Gaming King doesn't seem to have... He seems to have the pace, but not quite enough pace to get that overtake done on Sergeant Splinter. F1 Bazza going to be looking to copy his teammates' actions on this lap and get a move into turn 1 maybe on Pro Offer. Yep, 5 tenths. Might not be close enough unless there's going to be a dive. But there's not going to be. Yellow's in sector 2. Oh, it's Straw Blonde. Oh no, the championship lead, well, one of the championship leaders in the wall, and there was like some understeer on that Alfa Romeo. So I think there's, yes, look at that, huge damage. Oh, horrible blow for their championship challenge, as that is going to result in a pit stop. Let's hope everyone can avoid that Alfa Romeo getting back to the pits. Turn 4 has been an absolute killer for people this race. Oh, it's going to be a bit of a dive there from Shabs. Let's hope nobody gets any damage from this. Ooh. And Shabs is going to get past. I expect to see Strawblonde coming into the pits. Yep, Shabs and Jess all pitting this lap. Let's hope none of them speed. Nobody does seem to speed. Let's have a look at this front wing change from Strawblonde. Yep, and in fact, is Baz going to go for a move on Pro Upper? He is going to look for the inside, but not quite able to find it. Going to go for a cutback. Going to have DRS, leaving just enough room for each other. Very close racing. Good to see from these ILR8 drivers. Now, side by side still. Ooh! Will bang in, and that's going to be... Oh, Baz around into the wall. That's going to be some major damage for the Red Bull. And our leader is in, Commando Vice. I'm not too sure really what happened there with F1 Bazza, but unfortunate for the Red Bull driver. Now Strawblonde has come up behind Indecisive. Really going to want to make a few overtakes here. Now, look, there goes the racing point of Morris to retake the lead. Can Sergeant Splinter get past? He can. And Commando Vice and GG Gaming actually has got past as well, but he still needs to pit. Well, in fact, no, they're side by side. Didn't even see that. So a few cars still to pit in this race. Now looking at it, if Commando has only gone 19 laps, that means that Murdoch, in fact, is going to want to go. Oh, how many laps is that? 26? 27 laps on those mediums, which I'm not too sure if that is possible. They made a mistake driving like that, and with that damage as well. I haven't even seen that damage until now. If you look on the front right end plate as he's heading towards us, it's not all there. Look there, all yellows. Is that Straw Blonde? No, it's not Straw Blonde. Not too sure who it is, but Straw Blonde is going to be making an overtake. I want to find out. Oh, it's Tudani again at that corner that he's crashed out a few times. But quickly, yep, Straw Blonde getting moved on indecisive. But Tudani got no front wing. Where are the leaders? The leaders are already passed, so no need to worry for them. But absolutely no turning for Tudani. He's going to limp his way back to the pits with that horribly damaged Racing Point car. And Commander Vice getting moved on GG Gaming. I reckon we're going to see a charge in these last 15 laps from Commander Vice. Gunning for that win. And Kamababo is going to be close to Pro Offer. In fact, Jacko is going to be close to Murdoch. Murdoch got that damage. I'm not expecting to fight too hard. In fact, he is going to fight it too hard. He's going to overshoot the corner, and Kamababo going to get past Pro Offer as well. So 2 overtakes, 1 corner. So now Jacko has done really well to get himself off its P5. It's just whether that he can take those tyres to the end. GG Gaming King's tyres seem to have fallen away. Oh, and yeah, getting a lot of oversteer through the fast right hander, which we've seen claim a few victims, especially that of the race point of Tudani. Maybe expect to see him in this lap. Yep, we're going to see the Ferrari in this lap. Now, where is he going to come out in comparison to Jacko? It should be pretty close. Oh, a 5-second penalty, and Commander Vice gets the fast start of the race as well. Oh, that's going to be a bit horrible. Now, he's GG Gaming King going to get out ahead of Jacko. Where is Jacko? Just about to come around the final corner. And I think GG Gaming King has him covered. There you can see GG Gaming King in the distance, and yep, he has got him covered. But there's yellows through sector 2. It's none of the leaders. In fact, who is that? It's Tudani. No, it's not Tudani. Oh! Morris! Morris spinning out from the race lead. Oh no. Horrible to see. What has happened to Morris? There was another incident. Somebody else. I assume it was B. Glover. And then I go back and forth with Morris and he's round. Wow. I wasn't sure what's happened, but no, horrible. I wonder if he can make up this time and hopefully try and get back to the lead of the race. But that's going to actually promote Sargent spin it into the lead, and there was a fastest lap set in that commotion. Who was it? Here we are. It was Camo Babbo improving on his already fastest lap with a 20.9. So a good race from him so far. Let's have a look who has been the biggest gainer. Commando Vice gaining 9 positions this race. Jess Games gaining 8 positions. So very good from those two. And the highest 2-stop at the minute is GG Gaming King, forced to pit at the end of lap 1. And Camo getting past Will Murdoch, who has that horrible wing damage, and Mr. John in the pits. That's going to promote Jess up to P9 and Straw Blonde back into the points. Oh, Commando seems to be gaining on the race leader of Sergeant Splinter. You can see that Alfa Romeo in front. Murdoch as well. Oh, F1 buzzer goes into the fastest lap for Red Bull. Not going to be a point though at the minute. He's outside the top 10. now. I think the one person we need to focus on for the rest of this race is Jacko. Pitted at the end of lap 1. In fact, it's yellows in sector 2. It's Shabs. Shabs flicks me in that car around. Indecisive is going to get past. Yep, just. Oh, Shabs, he's had a incident-filled race. Disconnection, a spin. It's all happened. Just games off into P8 now. More yellows in sector 2. What's happened? Something, I'm not 100% sure. And Crazy Fine Rob and Ferry actually going at it. 7/10 is the gap for the lead now, so things coming to a boiling point here on that 23 off 35 in Hungary. Strawbond as well on the back of Jess. I don't think Jess will fight this too hard. She's a very respectful driver. Not Crazy Fine Rob actually getting past Ferry. Oh no, they've tangled. And Crazy Fine Rob, into the wall, that's damage. That could well spell the end of his race. Stricken in the wall. As Jacko goes past. Kamababo as well. Horrible to see. And I think Ferry might have got away without any damage. Let's have a look at the leaders. That gap, 5/10. DRS is going to be enabled for Commando Vice. Oof! Wow, what has happened there? Bit of lag. And Commando Vice almost sent ploughing into the back. Obviously, I just think that all this lag seems pretty horrible. Let's hope that this is on my end and not the driver's end. Because the one from we went like, oh, it's horrible. Let's get off board with that. And Strawbond did get past Jess, so as I thought, Jess being respectful and letting the faster driver through on the faster tyres. And Kamababo actually giving Jacko a go. Jack on 22 lap hold hard, still 11 laps to go. I'm sure he's going to be wanting this race to finish as quick as possible. Let's see, as Commando's lag calm down. I'm not 100% sure. Let's have a look if he can make a move this time. It's not going to be close enough, I don't think. It's not the lag though, making everything look very sketchy. And I think this is going to be an easy overtake for Kamababo to get into the top 5. Jacko not got the tyres to defend. Crazy Fine Rob retires. As he retired in the pits, let's hope he has there's something going on here. Not too sure what. 6/10 to get up the lead. It's staying pretty, pretty stable. And there's yellows. I assume that is for the retired car of Crazy Flying Rob. Sixpence looks pretty similar to the last time, although the lag definitely making things a bit hard to read. Oh, let's hope. Oh, it's alright. Oh, they're a bit inside each other there. Oh, they're a bit all over the place. Everyone's all over the place. Oh, it's horrible lag. They're inside each other for the race lead. I have no clue what is going on here, but yep. Oh, what is this? This is something else. for the race lead as well. Guys, there's no other battles going on track at the minute. We may as well stay on board with this and see if things calm down. Jacko needs to hope though that these tyres do not puncture. He's just a little bit all over the place with that tyre wear. Look, you can't really see the grain in fact. Oh, Shabs is out. Where's he crashed? Oof! And there's actually a battle going on for the lead once more. It's Commander Vice. Science Sprinter still in front. They're going to be close though. Are they still got? Oh no! What has Commander Vice done now? He's kind of just turned in, and that might be his challenge for the lead over Morris. Could get up into P2 here. He does. Did Commander Vice maybe get some damage? So I just think that avoiding that car. Let's have a look at it in full up. The car's gone now, so yeah. I don't think Commander Vice got too much damage from that, so he should be alright. It's unfortunate though for him. Eight tenths the gap to Morris in front. Oh, runs a bit wide out of the third to last corner and runs a bit wide in the penultimate corner as well. So Shabs' eventful race does come to an end. He's left the lobby now. That's going to promote Tudane into a top 15 position. Kama Babo's pace seems to be very good. How many positions has he made up in the race? Let me check. He has made 5 positions, so steady progress. Not as much as Kama. In fact, we have Murdoch in the pits. He'll be changing his front wing, I assume. Let's have a look. And he's got 5 extra go to turn as well, so this is going to be a long pit stop for the Ferrari driver. Yep, Jess promoted up to 8th now, under pressure though from Indecisive. Just hope she can hold on. Commander Vice, 5 tenths off Morris. That lag continues though. Murdoch comes out into 11th, 3 seconds behind Co-Opper. And Commando seems to run a bit wide that final corner. These two actually are catching Morris, not Morris, Sergeant Sprinter. I don't think it's bad enough though to cause Sergeant Sprinter any concerns. Can he try and hold this gap? At about this length, this would be good for DRS on the straight. It looks like he's going to lose a little bit of time. So Commander Vice might not be close enough this lap. But obviously with the lag, it's pretty impossible to tell at all what's going on. Some of the tyres though getting very old. And Jacko is actually coming in. So where is he going to come out? I think he actually has a 5-second stop go to serve, if I remember correctly. And yep, it is a 5-second stop go, so that could put him well out of the points. So there goes Straw Blonde. Where's Jess Games? She probably is going to, yep, she's going to move up to 8th with Indecisive into 9th. Where is Pro Offer? That's going to be the one we have to watch. Here comes Jacko. Pro Offer, not quite going to be close enough. As there is the lap cut of Tudane. So Jacko onto a set of softs. Time to push now. So interestingly, Jacko doesn't want to go any more than 27 laps. Sergeant Splinter at the end of this race will be on 27 lap old hards. Now is Tudane gonna pull out of the way? He is. Oh, but in fact, oh, that's gonna be Tudane out the race. So turn 4 claims another victim. No safety car or VSC though, so we carry on. I don't think that had anything to do with Jacko or anything. But Jacko's going to be on a charge now. Look at this. Catching rapidly up to the back of Indecisive. Just carries so much more speed through the corners, using all the track and a bit more. Indecisive turns in a bit too early on his hard tyres. Definitely not going to have optimal grip, especially when they're 20 plus lap old. Going to try and get a good exit out of the final corner now. It's going to be an easy overtake for Jacko. His charge is really underway. 2 seconds to Jess Games. Where is the Commander Vice compared to Morris? Still about half a second behind. We'll stick forward to Jacko because let's see how quickly he can catch Jess. 1.7 is the gap at the minute. Let's have a look back at that in about 20 seconds time, and I bet that is under a second. Coming through the easy flat of turn 3, coming up into turn 4, a little brake should do him nicely. Yep, a little brake, shifting down to 6th gear, coming into the long right hander of turn 5. What a flying lap here from Jacko. This is probably going to be the fastest lap of the race unless he catches Jess and gets held up. Coming through the fast left right. There's going to be another left right coming up now. Can he try and get an exit out of the right hander to make a move on Jess into the 3rd to last corner? It's not quite going to be able to get the run, so it's going to have to be a main straight overtake. Unless Jacko can say otherwise. I don't think he's going to be able to though, so he's going to have to wait one more corner to unleash the power of the Red Bull and the grip of these fresh soft tyres. Here he comes, opens the RS across the line. It's not going to be fastest lap. But there goes Jess falling behind Jacko. 9.8 is the gap. Now I wonder, is that possible? I'm not too sure. I have to keep an eye on it. He's probably going to be going for fastest lap right now, but Camo Babo still on the back of GG Gaming King. In fact, there's another battle going on for the final point. It's Pro Opera and Murdoch F1. Let's have a look. How is Murdoch going to take this corner? Very nicely. Let's have a look at Jacko. Oh, was that indecisive? Looks a bit squirming on the exit of that corner. That gap is down to 8.7 at the minute. So this could be crucial if he can maybe get fastest lap here. Is it going to be possible? Let's have a look. What's it going to be? It's going to be a 20.1. That's going to be fastest lap for Jacko. That's an extra point for his championship challenge. With Strawblonde just in front, one of his championship rivals. It's going to be very important to try and catch, obviously, the other championship rival of Sergeant Splinter in the lead. I said he had the momentum coming into this Hungarian Grand Prix, and he's showing it. with an 8.5-second lead to this man Morris, and behind him, who we're riding on board with, Commando Vice. Oh, bit of lag as we've seen all evening from Commando Vice. Is it going to be close enough to go for a move on Morris? Yellow's in sector 2. Who is it? Oh, is it? I think it's Ferry. It is. But Commando Vice still not close enough to do an attempt of an overtake. Let's have a look at ERS levels. Oh, that's data. Here we are. So, Strollon does have ERS to play with if things do get a bit tense. And that is a 20.7 from Jacko. Kind of Vice though, it's a very level gap. Things not really not really gaining or losing, although he is within a second now. And F1 Bazza and Murdoch. Oh, that seemed a bit late from Murdoch, who's got more damage. Oh, F1 Bazza gonna take to the grass, gonna visit the worms. Cyberfine into turn 4, this doesn't normally end well. Murdoch, massive corner cut. Maybe a bit of very aggressive actually from Murdoch, who is hunting a point. But Sergeant Sprinter, I think, has just started the final lap of this race. So bar anything drastic happening, this is going to be a win for the Alfa Romeo driver. And Camo Babbo not really going to have too good a chance of overtaking GG Gaming King. Let's have a look at people who might have an overtaking opportunity. There's a battle going on for P8. Jess, is she going to be able to hold on? It looks like she's going to be able to hold on for this straight. In fact, F1 Baz are going to come back at Murdoch. Let's stay on board with this, because these two very close on the previous lap. What is going to happen here? Murdoch is going to have to concede the position a little bit at the minute. He's not going to have the DRS. In fact, Commando has gone for the move on Morris. Wow, I didn't even see that happening at all. But Sergeant Sprinter is going to come out the final corner. He's going to weave across the line to claim victory here in Hungary. What a race. And Commander Vice with a pretty much last corner overtake that unfortunately I didn't catch. But in fact, no. He must be lagging and has in fact finished behind Commander Vice. And GG Game King actually had a 5-second time penalty, which is going to demote him to P5 and Kamababo to P4. So very strong showing there from the McLaren boys. Straw Blonde. In fact, what is going on with this battle here? They're side by side. Not much room left at all from Indecisive, and that's going to spin Pro up around, and F1 Baz is going to get a point. Straw Blonde crosses the line for P6. Jacko going to get P7, but Jess Gaines is going to come on for P8. Incredible drive from her. Very, very good. She said she was going to get points, and she's done exactly that. F1 Bazza, Indecisive going to come on for P9. F1 Bazza going to come on for the final point. Yellow flag's in sector 3. It's Pro Offer, who unfortunately is actually going to do donuts. That's probably not the smartest thing to do. I'm not sure if that was a donut or he was just trying to spin the car around, but it looked like a donut to me. He's going to come on and finish the race in P13. So I'll run you for the final order and then I will end the stream. The 2-day, I'm not quite sure how to say your name, but in the update, lapped cars always ghost when they are being overtaken. So that is why the ghosting was made on your end, because you were a lapped car, so everyone would be ghosting for you. That was in the update earlier on today. But the Alfa Romeo driver is going to take the win and get into the lead of the championship. And I said that this was probably going to happen before this race started, and it has. But a very, very good drive from some people. Jess Gaines probably the highlight, making up about 12 positions. Incredible scenes from Jess. So let's run you through the final order of this race. So Sergeant Splinter is going to take the win. Morris P2 with a very good race, although probably would have wanted to convert the pole into the win. Commando starting 11th is going to get a podium. Kamababo is going to get P10, sorry, P4, and then GG Gaming King lose out on a podium due to a 5-second time penalty. Then Strawbond, Jacko, Just Game is going to get 3 points, 4 points. I'm not quite sure how the points worked. Indecisive, and Bazza is going to round out the top 10. And and our DNFers, we have quite a few, are Tudane, Shabs, Crazevine Rob, B Glover, Dexter, and Monkey Meg. So that is going to be it for the Hungarian Grand Prix. Sergeant Splinter takes the lead of the championship, and I'm not sure if I'll be commentating next week. I do not know, but the next round is I think it's Spa. So yep, see you next week, same time, same place at Spa for ILR8. Thank you ever so much for watching, and we will see